ECOWAS mu block to mi alonko ki hakilo to president wala term limit to fanam bakele saying. Because niaje now we have a faction of countries mililote fongoliko Sahelian region onyi. Amanke problem di fonyin term limit ni coup d'etat ni ECOWAS mantra tamaka. And aba ECOWAS affect kane. So say ni na president fana so mi alonko ay two term le promise no molia. Because you know kabiring election of Bakeri in 2016 ECOWAS be mol soto no janne ya hakilul be janne ya barola promise lonne. So ni alonko mi ay two term le fo molia. Womo kilungo ya just 5 or 6 months to election. Hansa be balandi nkomi ateka ta term le jamantra two term ni respect la. Anna kala fele ECOWAS le nyaton ko yalla. Sidi technically ECOWAS ta sonna wola. And war is rigid. Because no one thing ECOWAS be mine for kam banko dola mole. Woto the thing of the constitutional term limit mole encourage kan. Woto akamunta is a cover. Woto akamunta Ibrahima Tarawale wala bo ECOWAS pa justify la nole. Because wol konu term limit la fla wala so that ibaje le ni haje kuri targa ge you know jawra bota jamminna. Jawra le democracy si nyimbankunka. He take pride in it. Ni the National Assembly you will find a whole post of Jawra saying that I brought the democracy here. And we have for time so tanu Jawra ta da find in position also. Jawra ni aje hani for we have human right institutional nyimbankunka. It's because of Jawra. IHRD, Africa la human right institutional baby Janet, most of them. Time so Gambia was the beacon of democracy. Na West Africa tundo Kenya and Africa at large, even global level. Respect ko bije. But Kabrin Jamenata because of let's say human rights status ning anatam batandi bake atin certain privileges me sotoka at international communities will be to not take a problem with ate fun nada withdraw in certain communities fanankono so not take a problem with the overstay was there because overstay be mine kala ka coup d'etat le propel and wo overstay le jawra bondi true coup d'etat so Jamela boje kabra bota after the 22 years, Momia Jamme Bondi, I move for Wolem term limit abole dundilana and Wolem ECOWAS la fundamental principle keeping African countries at peace. Anila banku dingol. So ning ECOWAS ka tendencies de milia lonko mo la flafongo entrench la koteke in governance means a coup d'etat sino koteke mimbina kele ECOWAS la problem they will not allow giving you that power. So
ibafu kaneko barola nying manda sabanyo mi along ko aba sikang is one of the contributing factor mi along ECOWAS ye nyasa unda
is the underlying factor sidi yadele fenke ya fojanne nya ya fojanne komi ntol nata si jambe molle wa Afrika be protocol le wa Afrika na presidential aspirant onye ami be wa Afrika ni dalilo le etinala ya fo jantele party leader man betia den ya fo still mole karri fele adama pour ay ke o dulala nyaton kodi ibe characteristics so le use la ka fa mo si fa nyaadi leti
iba tentene
ya yayo saying ECOWAS fana bolle jibe la fo ani to la tamaram bulul tatal fani manta anu kabire obetu jibe ya jalo kani manta because the injustice that ECOWAS be mi fo kan jamela koto dalilo mi atene economic biya hani for sign baromang any solutions towards addressing those reform man ke jang civil security sector reform. This is why ECOWAS is still having the economic force in Bankunka. So say momi man worry from Fonkeno in 10 years pour kaje ka bankola security tighten. Man need to give him that luxury position.
Are you saying he is incompetent?
That is false. Second one of a reparation on him fana aning fenko TRRC lotamin. Pour kaje victim or ke compensate. There is no justice without compensation, CD. Fe mol mini alon ko e tocho sotoje fe ni sa kacha nata ila fle compensate sina yamfu. All these things are human right issues mini alon ko ECOWAS ba jibela ibe tenten na pour jandi be opposition de because that position is at one point ni wo diamuta wole ka ECOWAS be tu fo wole ka African West African country fo sadak South African regime South African la block on ni be West Africa for le be wole for la anu Barrow becomes the face just like me Gambia janyami be ni molbe Gambia George la even George la through the quality of president that we have. So at one point this economic blocks will mean along be Africa kono if they are to judge Africa they will judge us through the leadership that we have and that leadership is already into akata tam lefo. The leadership of Bonko minka injustice minka taje zero attendance ay wala kel. Zero reform ay wala kel. Ala policies ay mil betu for in 2016. At least 80% of them are nyaka si bel. So until as Gambia maybe one reason or the other, until leba jela komi even use that through divisive politics in our religious lines, in our tribal lines and whatnot. Pour ka jembe Barrow entrench le nyama isinyi siranka. ECOWAS manta Barrow jibele ama karango qualification soto. Among is not steady in approach kaje komi ka matters arising ke deal with. Because no one them then will say nga security sector reform soto nga civil service reform fon soto dimporre nga commission on mi yalon ko recommend so that people min yalon ko bataso ya jemelo ko ay compensate ay reparation Barrow betu mang. So saying imagine having Barrow at the top there ninku keta within the economic countries or West African countries or what will be his approach? How steadfast is he? Alacrity towards issues benyadil. At one point, more bina control la kotek.
Nye mune firin Gambia as a country, ne ajibe jomai sanji flada ma wale ke mansayala. Yenye mpalaso di ala mialong kwa porta baki. Compared to Barrow mialong kwa sanji tanga bole baindi kan right now nye makamoto. Nye mune firin Gambia as a country.
See the democracy between the two countries nye wale firin doro.
Ntabala mfudala.
Ntolta lamfu batale. Because ne Senegal jibe anala kuo betu. Senegal be two time be the time limit sol ñu be maintain kan anu hadamba dingola nyanto la bunya niya korosi Senegal ni Gambia tema fana press freedom niya jibe good governance niya jibe ita Senegal ni Gambia lal. We are talking about one of the most senior positions West Africa kono mimbi santo ita o dile no bank wala miya lonko ila democracy is still struggling. So ila ñim dio Senegal ntenga mira decide criteria libe mil jibe la Senegal la mansakunda tarambulo be nyadile inimbanko do la tarambulo be nyadile anu ile demokrasi fanam be nyadile anu Senegal la demokrasi le bambantanto la demokrasi anu komi doctor Emi Fofana ko bamande fana we are almost into election year mi alongo we have less than 3-4 months sa ibem fenko dila mola mi alongo nanata lose election wala koteke it will take ECOWAS another convergence to come and select another new leader. We might be another condition but the fundamental condition is the term limit. ECOWAS is an advocate of term limit in West Africa. Niya di Barrow, that means ECOWAS failed Africa through giving Barrow this chairmanship. They failed Africa through that. Because Nteni Teleba for the coalition only Barrow come in 3 years. But at any best practices level, Barrow 2 term kele.
Now Minister Flagele Idia Mutakwala, Dr. Ismail Sissoko, ECOWAS chairmanship is a responsibility, not a reward.
But for presidency, bank responsibility. Is it a reward? It's a responsibility. But even at that, benefit kanale. ECOWAS Barrow chairmanship in ECOWAS benefits ila Gambia male. So what did he mean? For Barrow science intending as the chairman, kabiri new OIC board market chairman. We are having benefits there. OIC project.